Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see so many faces on our call tonight, and people have their cameras on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Jennifer DeNicholas, your national executive, and I'm so excited to be on here with you tonight to share some really cool stuff that we have going on. So we are going to have we do have a special guest on here, I guess. Yeah. See if she's on here, but I wanted to share a couple things. She's here. Hey, we have Love Carpenter in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. So our Upline National has agreed to join us tonight to talk about a little bit of some fun stuff that we're going to start with our orgs. And before that, I wanted to tell you all a couple things that we have going on in our organization. We do a weekly spotlight call for people in our organization that are not necessarily the top sellers, but are doing something big and exciting in our team. And so the 3 spotlight consultants this week, we have Lauren Faith. Congratulations, Lauren Faith. She went to National Conference live in Chicago, and she came home and has a new spark for her business, and she signed up her very first team member. Whoop, whoop, Lauren. So, Lauren, can you tell us in just a minute or two what changed your mindset from conference? If she's where she can talk.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. So conference literally was life-changing. It showed me what I was doing wrong and what I need to work on. It also gave me that little fire under my butt to get going and sign some people up. My best friend from high school growing up just signed up to become a consultant. And I also just booked 3 parties, not including hers. So I'm very excited about that. But I've completely revamped everything. I went through all of my my host coachings and reworded everything to make it sound like me. I've been going live in my group. Yes, Tina, I'm meeting my new BFF. And I've also been doing video recordings of different things. Like today I cooked pizza on the grill with my Rock Crock small grill stone. And I posted that in one of the parties I have going on right now and on my VIP page. So I'm starting to figure out what I should be doing and what I wasn't doing that I should have been doing. And I've just noticed a world of difference, especially for people that I've reached out to. And then I never reached back out to them to say, hey, just wanted to check to see if you got my message. So, and Kayla has been a godsend in regards to dealing with my shenanigans of, hey, so I don't know what to say. Can you help me? So it's been life-changing, and I'm so happy to have experienced it and got to meet Love and Jennifer and the other team members that were there. It was great to meet the new family.
Yay, that is so exciting. And I was so excited to chat with you some at conference, and I just saw it in your face how excited you were and how you have some big goals, girl. So I'm excited to help you get to them. Very good. Thank you for sharing. All right, and our next spotlight consultant is Sonia Walker. Sonia is a brand new consultant. She just did her launch party with me last week, all while being in the hospital. And so Sonia is truly our model of no excuses, because she was not feeling well when the party started. I asked her, Sonia, I know you're not feeling well. Are you sure you want to continue the party? She said, no, I'm gonna do the best that I can and try to interact at my show. And not only did she do her launch party, but she booked 5 shows while in the hospital bed. So whoop, whoop, can we give a round of applause to Sonia? Sonia was on the call. I don't know if she feels up to speaking tonight because she literally just got home. But I definitely wanted to give a shout out to Sonia. If you are up to talking and sharing, we'd love to hear what got you motivated to work from the hospital.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I have new headset, so I wasn't sure if it was working or not. Yeah, so I would like you said, I was in the hospital pretty much for the majority of last week, and literally just got home. But my party, I did my best to try to interact with the posts and everything that was going on. And I had some of my friends or people that were actually at the party reach out to me saying, "Hey, I don't really have the money to do anything right now." So I just immediately replied with, "Hey, I got a great solution for you. Why don't you book a party? Then that way you can earn the free stuff, and we can get the things that you want on your wish list that way." And so I did have 5 people reach out, and I don't know if it was pity because they knew that I was in the hospital, or if they were just, I think that they are excited about getting some stuff too. So I just, I did my best. I tried. I didn't get the $200 selling point for my party, but I got the bookings, and I've got, I think, 3 coming up in a week and 1 in August, and then one said she wanted to do September. So, because she wanted to hit all the new stuff that was coming out.
Awesome.
So that was my week in a nutshell.
That's awesome, Sonia. I am so impressed and so proud of you. I know life gets crazy for all of us. I know that things happen during the week that a lot of times Pampered Chef does have to take a back seat. And I completely get that. But Pampered Chef, if you want it to work, it cannot always take a back seat. And so it kind of is a trade-off. Where do you want your business to go, and what are you willing to not necessarily give up, but forego or put off for a little bit to focus on your Pampered Chef business. So Sonia absolutely did that. I'm so very proud of you. So congratulations. And I can't wait to help you get your business up and running with your 5 new bookings that you have. So great job. And then we have our third spotlight consultant is Cindy Burlock. She was a host from last week, and she flipped her show to join our Pampered Chef team. She had an amazing launch party where she earned her first fast track reward, and she's already started 2 parties for guests this past Saturday. And so is Cindy on here?
I am. I'm right here.
Hey, Cindy, congratulations. Can
Hi.
you tell us a little bit about your grand opening show and what made it successful for you?
So actually, I decided when Joni started messaging me the week before, and I saw the amount of people that I needed to invite to have a really good show. You know how you give, like, if you invite this many, okay. And I just made up my mind that if I was going to do it, I was just going to do it. Like, I wasn't going to go down my list and be like, oh, what are they going to say? I was just going to keep inviting people. So I would do it, and then I would put it away, and then I would do it some more. And I just decided to go in with I was just going to do it as good as I could do it and see what happened. And then as I started doing that, I got so excited about my own party that I just wanted to continue having the fun. So that's pretty much what happened. And then I'm just continuing.
Yeah.
So now I don't want it to stop, but
I know, right?
It's like the party that doesn't end.
Yes, that's so exciting. Being a new consultant can absolutely be nerve-wracking because we don't really know what we're doing, but by having your recruiter or your director partner with you and help you every step of the way, I feel like that really helps a new consultant get off strong. And so that's what we typically do, is just like with Cindy, we would help our new consultant do the launch show. And so that teaches Cindy how to be a good host, and then she can model it, or have her future host model that same behavior when she does her shows. So I'm excited to see how your new shows come along, and just so proud of you. Glad to have you on the call tonight. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yay. All right. So I did want to remind you that we are doing we're doing a little logo giveaway for every call during the summer. So everybody that joins in on the calls, their name will get into a drawing at the end of the call. So make sure you stay on. And this week we are doing this cute, super, super cute bracelet. Joe, if you happen to win, I could find something else unless you want to wear this super cute bracelet, which you are more than welcome to. But it has these little charms on it. Can you see it has PC and then it has like a multi-cooker and a blender? I mean, is that not the cutest thing? Joe, it will look fabulous on you. So again, if you're the
My
winner,
wife loves jewelry, so it would be fine.
you can advertise for your business. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. And then I just got something in the mail today that I'm so excited about. It is our sales promotion for July. It's our new bento boxes. So these are not even available for us to purchase yet, but we can earn them as consultants. So when we sell $1,000 in products, we get this cool little bento lunch box, whatever, and it's got little cool compartments. Y'all want to get this. This is really neat. So it has different compartments, like a little lunch box that you can take to work or pre-prep food. You all, this is perfect for me because I'm so bad about getting busy. I don't stop and make lunch every day. So I could put a couple of these in the fridge and have my lunches portioned out. So then I can just eat super quick. Even though I work from home, I often don't take time to take a lunch break. So this is really neat. So when you sell $1,000 in July, you get this for free. So who's excited about this? I know many of you have already earned it. So it will be coming to your door. Show me a hands up or comment in the chat if you've already earned yours. Comes with this cute little strap that holds it all together too. So, and then, okay, I have to show you this. I don't love, can I show them the August thing yet? Okay. This is the funniest thing. So as I think executives and above get the products beforehand. So
Senior executives and above.
senior executives and nationals get the products before we earn them. So then we can show you all how awesome they are. We can go ahead and use them and, excite you all about them. So Pampered Chef sent me August new consultant promotion. When you sell $1,000 in August, you get this really cool dry erase board that will be perfect for your live videos, your in-home shows, your team meetings. And I have to show you what my kids wrote on it as soon as I got it and put it out. Hold on, where's my thing? Can you all see?
That's priceless, girl.
So I hope they give me another one because I will never erase this. I think I'm going to hang it up on my wall just as it is. Isn't that the cutest thing though? And it comes with this little dry erase marker too. So it's got a little magnet on it. So it hangs up there. But I
like the bottom one where it says it's a numbers game.
Oh yeah. So that was my Smarty Pants daughter that put that one because they tease me. If y'all hadn't heard already, there's the voices of mom. Okay. My kids like to joke with me all the time about the voices of mom. There's the one that's bossy mom that says, clean your room and do the laundry. And then there's Pampered Chef consultant mom that says, oh, you'll love the food chopper. You should really buy one. And then there's the director Pampered Chef voice that says, it's just a numbers game. You can do it. So they apparently hear me, doing my calls all the time. And so they're always like, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. I just had to share that with y'all. So you have to earn your bento box and your dry erase board with $1,000 in sales each month. That's super exciting. All righty. So we have a couple people that are on here that want to share some big stuff. So I'll try to make my stories quick. But the first thing I wanted to share with you all is I want you to remember And so for some of you, it may have been a very short time ago. And for some of you, it may have been a year, 2 years, or even longer. But I want you to think about when you started Pampered Chef. And why did you start Pampered Chef? What was the reason? And you all can share in the chat too. What enticed you to give it a try? And once you were enticed, maybe it was something that the consultant said, maybe it was something that was shared in a show, maybe it was a product, maybe it was a kit, maybe it was like a bonus product that you got when you started selling, or when when you signed up. What was it that enticed you? And then once you decided to give it a try, what made you really want to make a good go at it? What made you want Pampered Chef to be successful for you? And if you'll share that in the chat. And a lot of times as a newer consultant, we come on board because of the products. Either we own a bunch of the products and we love them, or we saw the products and we don't want to buy all of the products at retail price, and we know there's this awesome kit. So then we're like, well, maybe I'll get the kit and I'll just try it for a little bit. Maybe they'll send me some more products for free, right? So a lot of times we start for products. A lot of times people start for a particular product, like Melanie saying that she wanted the quick cooker. And I remember that was the signing bonus that month. So when she sold $12.50, not only did she get her products that came in the kit, she got her fast track reward, she got commission, but she also got that quick cooker for free. And that's what she was excited about. Okay, so let's fast forward a month or 2 months. Once you've gotten in the business and you've done a couple shows and you earned your kit, you earned, some fast track products, what made you want to stay? Was it more products that Pampered Chef put out there for you, maybe a free for all? Was it the cash that you earned that you didn't really realize? And I will tell you, I'm going to be completely transparent with you all. When I started selling Pampered Chef, I didn't even know they paid you. I thought you just got free products. So when I got a paycheck from Pampered Chef, I was like, holy moly, let's go out to eat. Because if y'all know me, I don't want to spend time cooking. Funny, huh? Right? I'm a cooking show consultant, but I don't cook. All right. Well, so maybe it was the money that you saw that you could make. Maybe it was the group of people that you were surrounded by, the encouragement that you felt. Maybe it was the pat on the back that you never get at a full-time job. Right? I see Ashley nodding her head. Can I get an amen? Yes. Holla. Diana says the self-confidence, the money. And if you all break it down by the amount of money you can make per hour you spend, oh my goodness, the number is crazy. So I really want you all to really take some time during this call or after this call to think about, why did I sign up? Once I signed up, what kept me here? What made me want to continue this business, and where do I want it to go? And I want to be transparent with you all and let you know that I've seen every level of this business. I have seen the most exciting, fast-paced, people buying stuff out the door, people booking shows without me even asking. And I've seen the dried up market, the no bookings, no sales. I've seen all of it. But every time I felt defeated, I had to stop and think about, why am I doing this business? And what do I really want out of this business? And every single time that I stopped and I thought about that, I always heard myself say that this business and the time and effort that you put into it is so worth. It's so worth what you go through and the time that you need to put in, because I've gotten all the products times 18, we could say. I have gotten the money, the paychecks. I have gotten the trips. I have gotten the friendships, and I've gotten the community. And it really, honestly, the community and the people that are here in this business and feeling belonged and like I belong and feeling recognized, that is what has always kept me in this business. Because I know it's there. I know that the recognition is there. I know that people are in this business to help lift you up, to teach you that there's way more than pots and pans. There's way more than working your butt off 40 hours a week to build somebody else's dreams, when you can work this business and build your own dreams. And I never, 18 years ago, never would have ever thought that I would be here at the position that I am, because I didn't even know how to cook. Right? But I saw the potential, and I believed in the potential, and I believed in the leaders that were there for us. And I just worked my little booty off. And y'all, was it hard sometimes? Absolutely. Did I have to do things that I didn't feel comfortable with sometimes? Absolutely. Y'all, I had to call people on the phone and ask for bookings. There was no Facebook. There was no chatting through Messenger asking for bookings. I had to call people I did not know that ordered outside of shows, or that came to a show and I needed to call to follow up with them. I had to call people on the phone. Now, be thankful that that's not a requirement anymore. Does it still work? Absolutely. It works way better than sending messages, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to do that to be successful at this business. But I will tell you, I was always open-minded and willing to do the things that work for other people. And so when we get on these calls and we share things, they may sound kind of crazy. They may sound like something that we don't really want to do, but I want you to put that on your scale. Is doing that worth my why? Absolutely. Everything that I've ever done in this business was so worth what I would get out of it by doing it. So me, who didn't like to cook, learned how to cook. Me, who didn't like to talk on the phone, learned how to talk on the phone, how to call people. Me, who did not speak in front of people, I stood on a stage in front of how many thousands of people and spoke from my heart. And you know what? I can't believe I was not nervous. I did not shake. I didn't even, I got off that stage and I was like, holy cow, how in the world did I do that? It's just by practicing and doing the things and believing in yourself enough to know that you can absolutely do it. So again, I'm taking way longer than I wanted to, but I just really wanted to speak from my heart and let you all know that you have to know what your why is. You have to know your reason for this business. You have to know why. And I asked Melanie Hogan to share with us, because Melanie's been with our business for quite a few years now. Melanie, has it been 3 years? For how long? Where is she? Where's my Melanie?
It's been 3.
Okay, so it's been 3 years that Melanie was with us. And I remember back, so I didn't recruit Melanie. Melanie was signed up. She signed up under her cousin, right? Wasn't it your cousin that?
My
Yeah.
husband's cousin. Yeah.
Her husband's cousin. But I remember, maybe 60 days after Melanie had started, 30, 60 days after she had started, I reached out to her just to meet her and get to know her. And I remember when the day that she told me her story, and it wasn't that first initial phone call, it was a couple of months after that. And Melanie, would you share with us a little bit about why you signed up to try the business and what happened in the following months?
So I signed up for the Quick Cooker, like I put in the chat. I am from a one income home and have been our entire married life. And so money was tight, and I, of course, couldn't afford to buy one. So that's why I signed up. Figured it would be worth the investment just to get that good price. But then once I got into it and I realized that they would pay for my website for 3 months. So pretty much I could run a business for 3 months for free and I could get a paycheck. I thought, okay, I'm gonna give it my best, because if I can get a little extra money, then that would be wonderful. I had no idea what God had in store for this business, because at that time, everything was normal. We were planning on retiring in a few years. Nothing out of the ordinary had happened. We were doing great. Signed up, and within a month, my husband was in the hospital. I closed my very first party in his hospital room. I was in Facebook jail the entire first month of my business. It was crazy insane, but I made it work. And then, it turned out to be okay. He was out of the hospital within 3 or 4 days. So that was okay. But then I did an in-home party and I had some cash in my wallet, and I'm just thinking, this is great. And one Sunday afternoon, my grandchildren were on a wagon being pulled by a little lawnmower trailer, and my grandson fell off of that trailer and got ran over. And I can remember all of us being together. And I mean, it's not something, of course, that you plan for, but I was able to hop in my car and follow that ambulance. We're in Virginia, to a children's hospital that was 2.5 hours away. And I had cash in my wallet. Never did I have cash in my wallet. Never. If there was cash, it was for a specific purpose. We never had that. I was able to stay with my son and my grandson for those times that they were in the hospital. I bought meals for the entire family. I drove back and forth every day, 2.5 hour drive one way, to be with him. That would not have been possible without Pampered Chef. And since then, it has just been my husband. It's been a crazy 3 years, but I am telling you, without this business, I don't know if I would have made it. But my husband has had bladder cancer. He's had triple bypass. He's had shoulder surgery. He said, I mean, it's just been one hit after the other. But do you know that I have paid every doctor bill? As they come in, I'm able to just write a check and pay a doctor's bill. After I kind of was in for a while, I decided I was going to have some big goals, and I was going to be debt free by the time we retired. I didn't make it by the time we retired, but I did make it within, like a few months afterwards. So cleared my debt, paid off my car, paid off our house. And when I say that, of course, we're at a stage in life that there wasn't a lot left on any of these things, but I'm not saying that I went out there, and I don't get Jennifer's paycheck. I don't do that kind of a business. But I was able to, little by little, do the things that I had set goals for. And now this week I'm buying another new car. So I will be in a little bit of debt. But my goal is that, that will not be a debt for long, that within a year it'll be paid off. Because I know that I have this. It is by far the biggest blessing that I have ever had, and the way things that have worked out. And I don't know what's ahead, but I do know that I have a stability and I have a support group. I have the most amazing team ever. I mean, there are times when we can just go to each other and, we're states apart, but we are, supportive, and it is the best thing. I did see in the comments that somebody said, hope your grandson's okay. He had brain surgery that night, and he was on antibiotics for a while, quite a while, but he's great. He's great. Absolutely great. So God is good and it's wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us, Melanie. I know that was a very tough time in your life, and that story just always touches me. And I always think about, when Melanie signed up, that was not even a thing for her. Like, she didn't know she was going to need this business. And hers and so many other people that I hear, they just join for the kit or the quick cooker or whatever product. But what I feel like it is that that's just a door opening because you need this in the future. Diana, we got some cookie stuff happening. Diana she has a wild story too. She was trying to tell us, but then the robot was taking control. So we don't know what other people's stories are, and often they don't know what their story is going to become, and they don't know what this business can be for them. They sign up because of the kit, or they sign up because of a product, or they sign up because they don't really know why, because the consultant asked them and they're like, sure, why not? So they give it a try, but then they get in and they see the real potential of this business. And so Melanie, she would have not had that cash in her pocket, but God knew. God knew that she was going to need this way before she did. And time again, I see so many stories. Diana Wallace, who rudely interrupted us with her mechanical sounds. Just kidding. She has a big story. She has a really big story. And she didn't even cook. And she's like, Jennifer, you don't want me selling Pampered Chef. And I was like, well, just try it. She had recently separated from her husband and she was living with her daughter. She didn't even have money to take them to McDonald's. Like, she lived in a scary place that they would drive down the road and shoot at houses. I remember going to her house. I was terrified. And the day she got to move out of that house was such a blessing. And she was able to do that because of Pampered Chef. You all, when I asked her to sell Pampered Chef, I didn't know her story. I had no idea. She told me that she didn't need to do this because she didn't know how to cook. But I still asked her, and I asked her several times because I felt something. And I do feel like that God leads us to people that need this business. And I didn't know I needed this business. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to speak in front of people. I was the least likely candidate to do this, but I'm so grateful that I was asked to sell Pampered Chef because it has completely changed my life. And so what I'm saying here is that no matter who it is, whether it's the host of a show, whether it's somebody that you know personally that's struggling, whether it's somebody in a party, ask them if they're interested in selling Pampered Chef. Maybe we just entice them with some products, but we know that there may be more in store for them. So many times have been made aware of how this business has changed lives and how a lot of us just didn't expect any more than products. So make sure that you ask everybody about this business and let them choose whether they say yes or no. And another one, we have somebody on our team that is amazing at asking everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. I used to say, ask anybody that puts food in their mouth, which is everybody, right? We have Miss Kayla Hay on the call with us tonight, and Kayla is an amazing recruiter, actually one of the company's top consultant recruiters. She is in the top 20 of the entire company last year for recruiting, for sharing the business. So I asked Kayla to share with us a little bit about why does she ask people and what does she say to them? And Kayla, do you want me to tell a little bit of your backstory, or would you like to share that?
Either way is fine. You can if you want.
Okay. So Kayla is one of, and I'm sure y'all have heard this story before, but some of you haven't. So Kayla was a consultant in my downline, like under another director, under another director was Kayla. And so as you know, maybe some directors decided not to sell anymore or whatever, she kind of rolled up and rolled up and rolled up. And so I'll reach out to her every now and then. Kayla would turn in a show about every 6 months. And so I'd check in. I was like, hey, Kayla, you know, I just wanted to check in. How's Pampered Chef going? Would you like any more out of your business? She's like, nope, I'm good. Like, okay. So I'd check in another 3 months. She's like, nope, I'm good. Okay. Check in another 3 months. Nope, I'm good. So for 5 years, Kayla was good, submitting about $150 every 6 months. And then Kayla reached out to me. It was like May or June, I remember. She's like, can you tell me how these virtual shows work? Because I have somebody that wants to do one and I have no idea. So I helped Kayla figure out how to do a virtual show. She may have had 2 people right there together, which was interesting, that just reached out to her and asked her to do it. And I remember it was in a free-for-all month. It was June, I believe. And so I was like, oh, Kayla, your shows are going great. Did you know you've already earned level 1 of free-for-all? She's like, what's free-for-all? So I told her, and she saw all the levels of like 1,000, you earn this, 2,000, you earn that, 3,000, you earn that, 4,000, you earn. She's like, oh, I want all of that. So I was like, okay, this is how you would do it. So she did the things and she earned the free-for-all that month. And then we had a free-for-all the next month. She's like, I want all those things. So she booked more shows, she did more parties. And very, very quickly, Kayla completely turned her business from doing 0 shows to being a top seller in our company, and then moving on in under 2 years to be a senior director with our company, with our team. So Kayla, what changed in your business? What I mean, other than, I mean, I know the main thing you wanted was free products, right? And so you were earning those. And then after you started earning the free products, what did you notice? Why did you decide to continue on?
Well, yeah. So like you said, I really initially I was just in it for the products, and you know, also the money was nice too. I mean, can't deny that at all. So I just really kept going with it, and I was still kind of chasing the freebies and things. And, you know, 5 months from starting virtual parties, I earned a free trip, and that was super motivating for me. And then, you know, in 2021, I was really consistently booking, doing parties every single week and consistently recruiting. And last year I was able to like replace the income that I would have made as a full-time registered nurse. And so that was kind of, you know, one of my goals, to be able to support my family and stay home and take care. I have 2 little boys, they're 2 and 4. You'll probably hear them screaming here in a minute. Pretty rowdy. But that was one of my goals. And, you know, actually just a couple weeks ago, a situation came up with my husband's work schedule, and I was kind of forced to leave my job just because of scheduling issues. And I'm so thankful for Pampered Chef because, you know, the financial part of it really was not even an issue at all. So I'm so blessed by Pampered Chef.
Awesome. And so do you feel like the things that you've seen Pampered Chef do in your life, do you feel like that's one of the reasons that you feel okay with asking other people to sell Pampered Chef?
Yes, absolutely. So I just, you know, that is always in the back of my mind. You never know who might need this. You know, it could be a stay-at-home mom who needs a sense of like community, or, you know, somebody who's really struggling with finances, but they can't pick up another job. This they can literally do from their phone, like while they're working their other job, taking care of their kids, whatever they're doing. So, you know, I just always have that in the back of my mind, and you never know, you know, the person you might ask, you know, they could be the next Jennifer, they could be the next Love. Like you don't know how far they could take it. Or, you know, maybe they just want to do a little bit with their business. Maybe they just want free products. I ask everybody for that reason, because you don't know them just from the internet. So I kind of try to dive deeper.
Thanks. Yeah, that's absolutely true. So how do you go about asking people? Do you ask people in your shows? Do you ask your host? And if so, what do you say to them?
Yeah, so I definitely reach out to a lot of the people in the parties. Like if they've commented, they're getting a message from me. I send out the Rockstar message quite a bit. I feel like most of you guys probably know what it is. We can get the words in the chat. But I reach out to a lot of people with their Rockstar message. And then, if they're not interested in trying out the business, then I try to turn that into a booking. But I have a lot of hosts sign up before their party, and I try to overbook for that purpose. But I just mentioned to them that, this could be a launch party for them. They can double dip, they can earn the commission, the host rewards, the fast track rewards, and they can literally just try it for $39. So there's no real, we're not taking a blood sample or asking them to marry us. They can just try it for $39 and they make back the cost of the kit with a $200 party.
Yeah. I think, keeping it very easy and non-committal. I think people think that it's a big deal to try it out, and it's really not. I mean, what does somebody have to do to try out this business? Buy a kit, pick out a kit, and then we'll help you do a launch show. And do they have to do anything after that? Not really. But our goal with our new consultant is to help them do a launch show and help them have success at that launch show. So then they're selling, they're getting bookings, they're finding people, some of their friends that want to sell Pampered Chef along with them. They're seeing success in their very first show. And if you see success in your very first show, are you going to want to keep doing it? Yeah. Right. But it literally is as easy as trying it. Just try it for one show. And I love how Kayla puts that we have a Try Me kit. Do y'all know we have a sale on a kit? All of our kits are $40 off. So our cheapest kit's normally $79. They can get it for $39. It's like $450 worth of products. $450 worth of products they get for $39, and I'll run their show for them, and they'll earn commission on it and get the host rewards on it. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. If your host has any sense at all, they would try it. Why not? But you have to ask them. You have to let them know that that's an option that's available to them, and you need to give them a little bit of time in advance. So Kayla, when do you ask your host that?
So I check in with them about a week before their party, and then once they confirm the party, then I go ahead and ask them about flipping it, so that way they have time to get the funds together or whatever before we officially start the party.
Yeah. And about how many of your hosts do you think actually flip their party and do it that way?
Well, I checked in with all of my hosts today, and I run about 10 parties a week. I signed one person up today, and I have 3 or 4 that are thinking about it right now.
Wow. Because you asked?
Yep.
Yeah.
I sent them all the same message.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like a copy paste thing. I mean, but you ask everybody because you don't know who's going to say yes. You don't know who's going to need this business. And for them to try it, like Kayla said, we're not asking for your blood sample. We don't want your firstborn kids. We got our own. We don't need any of that. We're not asking you to marry us. You don't have to do it for long term. Just try it. What if you didn't try it? What would be different right now if you didn't just try it? What if your recruiter didn't ask you? What if they made the assumption for you that you weren't interested? That would stink, wouldn't it? Don't be that person that makes up somebody else's mind for them. Just ask them. Let them choose. They don't know. And I will tell you, I'm so often surprised at the people that say yes. I'm like, whoa, I would have never pegged that person to try it out. But they do. And then they end up doing great. You just don't know. So ask everybody. we have some really cool stuff for new consultants right now. When a new consultant signs up this month, so we still have what, 2.5 weeks maybe of this month, when they sign up, when they sell their 1250 in their first 30 days, they get the new multi-cooker for free as an added bonus. And they are earning double trip points. Did you all hear Kayla say that she earned a trip in 5 months? Our earning period for the trips is January through December. Kayla earned a trip in June through like October, maybe. June, July, August, September, October. Yep. June through October. It took her only 5 months to earn a trip. Guess what, friends? We have about 6 months left in the month. Anybody want to earn a trip like Kayla did? And brand new consultants earn double the trip points in their first 90 days. How cool is that? So we can help them earn a trip in their very first year. And you all can earn a trip in your very first year. Kayla had no clue how to do a virtual show in June of 2020, right? In 2020, had no clue. She didn't have an online business. She kind of didn't have any business because any show she turned in was her and her family's buying stuff. And she picked up in June and she skyrocketed her business in 5 months. And it was by doing these things that we train on these calls. And good news for you all, we have a whole new series of calls coming out. Love, would you like to share with us a little bit about what we have in the works?
Sure. Thank you guys for sharing tonight, though. Melanie, thank you for sharing your story. I've heard some of that before, but it's just very refreshing to hear it again. And for us all to be reminded why we do this and why it is so important for us to offer. Because, if we didn't, each of us wouldn't be here if somebody hadn't offered the business to us, or somehow we hadn't been put the opportunity put in front of us. And Kayla, thank you for sharing. I've been using your words and doing much better with my recruiting. Thank you, girl. In fact, on my call, I've been covering the Kayla Hay words. That's what the document says. So you're getting lots of recognition and you're famous on my team, girl. So thank you. But yes, I wanted to tell you guys a little story. Jennifer and I were talking, and at conference, I was sitting around with some of my leaders, and they were just totally amazed at, the awards night and different things that happened at conference. And they knew some of the people from our director retreats and stuff that were getting awards. And like a lot of them and a lot of you have met Heather Miller before, because she was at the retreat that we did down in Jacksonville, Florida. And they saw her in February as the senior director. And then a few months later, they see her on stage in July as a new senior executive director, within just a few months. And so we're quite amazed at what she had done, and just, talking about the different people's businesses that had exploded and stuff, and the explosive growth they were having in their teams. And I think some people had kind of come to conference with the mindset that things are a little tough right now because, our economy is not what it has been for the past couple of years. And, we've got gas prices and we've got grocery prices, and people aren't sitting at home anymore with nothing to do but waiting to be invited to a Pampered Chef party. We have different things working against us than we had the last 2 years. So I think some of them kind of had a little bit of, doubt on, if bookings were still as easy to get and things like that. So I think they kind of went with some doubt in their mind, and then seeing these teams that were exploding. So we just got to talking about what was happening. And I said, guys, we, the Carpenter national team had huge momentum when we were working towards a national promotion. Okay. Then the Henderson national team experienced that. And then you guys have more recently experienced that than any of us. But when you're working towards a really big goal like that, the whole team comes together, and there's just a lot of energy and a lot of momentum that feeds the team. And the unique thing about this conversation was Tracy Elliott was there during this conversation. And I was just talking about how back when we were really moving towards an executive team, we all had this huge goal. We were all working towards this big thing. And even though it was a big thing that was way bigger than any of us, like everybody could kind of see where they fit into it, whether they want to be a consultant earning $500 to $1,000 a month, or whether they want to be a director, or whether they want to be an executive director. They saw where they fit into that goal and into that movement that we were working towards. And you guys remember that, but it's been a really long time for my team since we were there. That was in early 2019. And I said, since then, and just speaking from leaders in my direct downline organization, and it seems like even though we do things together, it's still like we've got Sabrina Brandon over here working on this, Tracy Elliott over here working with her team, and Penny Hosevar over here working with her team. And we're all working on the same things, but we're not doing it in the same way that we used to together. And so that's what we kind of got to talking about. And I was like, we need a way to kind of pull that same unity back together where we're all working together towards something big. And what was so interesting about the conversation is Tracy Elliott was a new consultant during that time. And she said, you know, I came in during that time when y'all were promoting to national, and I don't really remember any of that. She said, I don't remember that goal or y'all working towards national. And she was like brand new while we were in qualification month. So, you know, like everything's kind of a whirlwind to new consultants because there's just so much going on. And I said, well, you might not remember the goal and going for national, but you absolutely remember the momentum our team had. I said, because you came in as someone who just wanted to do a couple parties and earn a little bit of extra income to pay for some school debt, some college loan that she had, and had no desire to go for directorship, no interest in directorship. And within 90 days, you're a new fast track director with a big $500 cash bonus. And I said, so you definitely were aware of the momentum and the promotions and things going on around you that it made you believe that you could do this. And she said, you know, you're absolutely right. And so that's what comes out of the, you know, working towards a big goal like that. So I said, you know, we need to get that back. So we were talking about ways to get that back. And as you guys know, this team right here, these 3 pages of, I think I saw 74 people on the screen a minute ago. This team right here is the newest national executive team, number 43 with Pampered Chef. And as you guys heard at conference, Pampered Chef is looking for the 44th national team. And I'm like, guys, we are one of the strongest national teams in the company. This national team is made up of 3 national executive teams, not just 1, not 2, but 3 national executive teams. And why can't we have number 44 come from within these 3 organizations, right? And so in order to build the next national team with the company, first of all, we got to have executives. Well, I happen to know that there are many people within our organizations that are ready to build an executive team, several of which I'm looking at right here on this call screen, okay? And so we decided to put together a big movement with these 3 national teams, looking for, and it doesn't really matter if it's the 44th national director, the 45th national director, the 47th national director, or the 50th national director, okay? But we are looking for the next national executive director from within these 3 organizations. However, the momentum that this movement can bring working to help promote executive teams can be huge for every single person in this call, whether your goal is to be a very successful consultant earning $500 every single month for your family, or earning $1,000 every single month for your family, or $1,500 every single month for your family, or whether you're in this call and you want to be a director or get back to director or get back to a title that you've had before, or whether you want to move up to advanced director or senior director or executive director and beyond. When a team gets to working on this and moving forward in the same direction, everyone benefits. No matter what level you want to be, you are more likely to achieve your personal goals when you work together with a bigger group of people. We are all so much more powerful together than we are separate, okay? So we have put together, we are building our next executive league, okay? And we are looking for the next 10 executive teams by the end of this year from within these 3 national organizations. So if you are on this call tonight and you see yourself as an executive director, or if you don't see yourself as an executive director, but you would love to figure out how to be one, okay, you need to reach out to your director and to Jennifer tonight and let them know that you are interested and getting on track for executive bound. Now, there's two different places you can fall in this if you're interested in being an executive, okay? One is we're going to work with those who want to learn how to promote leaders and get you ready for the next executive bound class next year. But for those who already have leaders on their team and are running a solid show schedule and are ready to move to executive this fall, and yes, Leah Limro, yes, Kayla Hay, and several others of you on here, we're putting together an executive league class that is going to start on August the 10th. Hold on, I got the date right here. On August the 10th, okay, at 1 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. So we are putting together the next executive league for those that have a goal to promote by the end of this year and attend executive seminar with us at the home office on the week of January 22nd, okay? You have to promote to executive director by January 1st to be invited to that. So we're putting that class together to start on August 10th. But some of you guys might not feel like you're on track for this year, but let's get you in a developing leaders course so you can join the executive bound for the spring and be on track for that. And I want to tell you guys that there are people in this company that have promoted to an executive leader. We're not going to talk about how long it took myself and Jennifer Nicholas. She did it faster than I did. We're not talking about that because we built our business in the cooking show world and y'all are in a new Pampered Chef. But there are people in this company that have gone from new consultant kit to executive director in 5 months, in 7 months. Okay, so there is no reason that every single one of you on this call that want to be an executive leader by this time next year can't do that. Okay, even if you're not a director right now, every single one of you could do that if you want to. But maybe that's not your goal, but you would love to promote to director, or you would love to just be a successful consultant booking 4 parties every single week. So you don't have to worry about getting your show schedule running again. So we are starting a call series next week called All Stars on the Rise. And Henderson is running one, DeNicholas is running one, and I'm running one because we want these to be smaller classes than the Monday night calls and be able to really help people build. And this is all about bookings. The 2 All-Star calls is all about bookings, okay? And helping people get a solid calendar built. From those all-star calls, it's going to be similar to what you guys have done in the past with Rock Stars on the Rise. From those calls, those that have 12 to 16 bookings for the next month are going to be invited to go into a promoting leaders course. And Jennifer and I are working on this curriculum and these courses together. But when you join, you'll be in these smaller groups so that you get more focused attention and we can really work with you guys in smaller groups, okay? But we're super excited about rolling this out and working together. For those of you that want to learn how to promote directors, for those of you that want to learn how to promote to director, for those of you that want to learn how to have a solid show schedule, and for those of you that want to learn how to build an executive team and beyond, okay? So we have programs that the 3 of us will be supporting to support every single one of those positions, okay? So I'm gonna leave it with Jennifer. I've got to jump on my 9 o'clock Monday night call, but we are super excited to all be doing this together and moving in the same direction. And we want you to go with us. So this is where we're going. So we want you pick what position you want to play and where you want to be and where you want to go, and let your director and Jennifer know that. And Jennifer will get you the information about the call times. Bye y'all, thanks for having me.
Thanks, love. Thank you. So I know we're a little over time because sometimes I get long-winded when I get passionate about something, but so I am very, very excited to be able to help all of you all move your business a step forward, whatever that looks like for you, whether you just want to stay as a consultant but have bigger shows, more bookings, whatever, or you want to advance in title or whatever you want to do in your business. We have a plan for you. So what we are going to start with, every single person in the organization, no matter what your goal is going to be, we invite you into our All-Stars group. The All-Stars group is going to start this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And the goal of the All-Stars group is to book your calendar solid. We are going to go through all the steps, all the training, every idea that we could possibly come out with for you to help you book your calendars. Okay, so we are going to do that for 2 weeks, on the 21st and on the 28th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So we ask all of you, everybody, directors, advanced directors, consultants, new consultants, everyone, to join in those calls, because everybody that's on this call and everybody that's listening to the playback, I know you want more bookings, right? Does anybody not want more bookings? I think you probably wouldn't be on the call if you were just completely good. You didn't need any bookings, right? Okay, so everybody that gets on these 2 calls, we're going to give you some great ideas and help you boost your calendar for the next few months. Then the people that get 12 to 16 bookings on their calendar for August will move into the major leagues. Okay? The major leagues is going to teach you what to do with those bookings. How can I take these bookings and have $1,000 shows? How can I partner with my host to make it the best show possible? How can I cross sell? How can I do customer follow-up, great customer care? That is going to give you 4 weeks of on-demand training of what to do with those 12 to 14 shows and making them the best you possibly can. But not everybody will make it to that call. You have to have 12 to 16 bookings in your August calendar to make it to that call. Okay, so that's by invitation only. You can do it, Tone. I see you. Or you already have it. You making it in the major leagues? All right.
So the
Okay.
major leagues, the call, what dates are the calls for the major league?
Those are going to be Tuesdays, starting August 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Okay.
So 2 calls for the All-Star and then invite to the 4 calls for major leagues.
Yes. Okay. I'm so excited about this. And then those of you that want to work on growing your teams are invited to the Executive League, which Love was just talking about. That's going to be a small peer networking group that we will help you build your team and develop directors. That starts August 10th. Okay, I would love for you all to message me or message your director. Actually, message your director your goal. What do you want? Do you want to earn it into the do you want to earn your way into the major leagues? Do you want to work on becoming a director? If you're already a director, do you want to have a good solid director team? Do you want to promote a director on your team? Like, what is your goal in the next 3 months? Please message that to your director, and then directors, if you would give me a summary of your people. Okay, tell me what people want to be in which call series. But we all are going to be on the call on the 21st, and there's some big stuff that's going to be happening. So you will not, if you want to grow your business at all and have more bookings, you will want to be on this call. All righty, let's do a winner. So those of y'all that are, everybody's still hanging on. We maybe lost a couple people, but let me share my screen. I know we went over a little bit. I completely understand. I appreciate you all being on. Hopefully it was worth your time. Okay, y'all see my wheel decide. Can y'all see that? Somebody do like this. Can you see my wheel? Okay, while Love was talking, I typed every single person's name that was on the call. Your name is here. And so we're going to spin it and see who wins our bracelet. Okay. I don't know why the names are not showing, but they will when I pick this winner. Sharita, whoop, 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 whoop. Congratulations, friend. If you would send me a private message with your address and I will get your goodie out. Congratulations. So proud of you all. And I'm ready. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to rock this business out. And we have July, that has some phenomenal things in it. We can finish that up strong. August, our hosts are going to get the free Cool and Serve. What's it called? The bowl. That's like a $30 product they get for just having a $200 show, right? And then we have really good specials for our guest. And then September, we need to start building our show schedule now. So then when September hits with our fall calendar, people will book like crazy, but you have to get a good thing going in July and August. Okay. So make sure you're sending your director your goals, and everybody jump on with me Thursday night at 8:30. Okay. If you have new consultants, or you are a new consultant, or maybe you're not really a new consultant, but you feel like it because you have 0 bookings on your calendar, please get on the new consultant call. We're doing a shortened call on Thursday night. It's going to be 30 minutes. Melanie's going to do some introduction stuff. And then after that 30 minutes, we're going straight into the All-Stars call for the bookings. Okay. All right.
So
you all,
what time does the 30-minute call start on Thursday night for noon?
8 o'clock. New
8.
consultants, 8 o'clock. Everybody at 8:30.
Okay.
And it's going to
And
be
will
the
that
same
be
call.
30 minutes too?
Possibly. Maybe 45. Let's go with 45. All right. All right. Congratulations, Sharita. Make sure you send me your info so I can get your goodie out. And everybody have a great night.